did it. So I'm not mad at my family on it. The government is the one. And that's a punk government that picks on little kids and teenagers. And if a person is not trained, an individual is not supposed to be able to handle himself against no government. You don't find it nowhere else. You don't find it in history. The only people that challenged the whole systems was prophets, right? That, hey, I'm coming to change this. Those that are historical. You very seldom find one guy, a military leader, this guy. You might find a tribe that works in the area, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Pretty soon they consolidate power, and you look up and they consolidated all the barbarians against Rome. It was evolutionary. It was a period, it was a system of consolidation. But you don't find where it's just one person comes and stands against the system, unless they're a great religious personality. So, individuals trying to work against the government is very rare. And no matter what it is, I think I mentioned years ago about you could identify the senior snitch in a group. But I know it was almost 10 years ago. I told my grandson, he used to work with me, this, that, and other, I don't care. He did, he worked for a few days. He said, well, I'm going down to so-and-so, another town, I'm gonna see my son, this, that, and other. I said, okay, come on back. Because he was saying that he was looking at Mukhtar. That being Mukhtar, my son, grandson, whose mother is the most notorious snitch in California, and everybody knows it. I knew that when my grandson would come here and all that, they sent him here to mess up, to divert my attention. But I'm a soft spot, I'm gonna try to take care of him and get him. They had niggas over there, them funny acting niggas. They was getting him the whole dope for him and all kind of stuff. And they was taking him to jail every other week to divert my attention, to get me going to court, to get me, or if Fatima Jackson or somebody gave me a beautiful car, a Volvo. Well, it had a Volvo problem. It run good when I drive it up here, then turn it around. So you gotta spend time. It's a beautiful car, it runs good. So imagine you gotta take it here and take, suppose you do that for a week or two. You've been diverted. These people are masters at diverting you from, no big deal. So my grandson was sent here to help break my focus on what I'm doing as a diversion. Some of the boys he would hang out with here, what they doing popping up in California, and don't none of them get killed? What kind of system is it where my grandson supposedly get killed? I said supposedly get killed. And everybody knows that the people in call at the wrong time, all of that. It ain't no big deal. What kind of stuff is that? What kind of stuff is that? I don't know if he's dead or not. I don't know if he's dead, I don't particularly. And I mentioned about my son, if anybody remembers. I said clearly at that time, I don't believe he shot me 6 times, close, don't hit nothing. And at that time I told an old story about in Iran, if they had all the big people went to prison and they would torture everybody. So they take one guy, he's an island, they take him in a room and he'd be hollering and everything, and he'd come back with big patches on him. They was in there just scraping on him a little bit, and they'd patch him up. He was not hurt at all, but he's a big torture victim. So he rises to the top. So just because somebody comes with a government boom or something, it may swoon everybody else. I'm sorry. I just look at it and say, no, that's terrible. But I don't necessarily believe it. Everybody can pretend all they want. I don't always believe that stuff. With my son, when I asked the doctor, first of all, there's no investigation, there's no report by the doggone ambulance. They don't pick up bloody clothes, they don't pick up nothing. There's no yellow tape from the police, it ain't nothing. There's no ballistics from the doctor. The doctor, I asked her, I said, well, what did she tell me? He's cut here, he's shot there. I didn't believe it from Jump Street. I might have mentioned it, I hope I did. I know I did, but I didn't say it. I said I'll discuss it later, like now. Okay, so why, for a lot of people, that weaken the people, their fiber, because, oh, my poor children. That's not the way I look at it. When they mess with people like that in my family or weak people, it's close the door. That's not possible. It ain't possible for nobody to quit or get sad or nothing. That's not possible. So for some people, it bothers them. I mean, I'm gonna not. And then the neighbor telling my daughter stuff like, it's my fault that they get da-da-da-da-da, and if you didn't, in other words, if you shut up, everybody will have a good life. Well, here's the dumb thing. They haven't read all the articles. The first thing a system is going to do is study so-called weak points and strong points. The main thing they're going to do is, oh, you good nigga, shoot, you join the team, we're going to fix you. You say, no, I ain't joining the team. Then he's going to try to scare you. Then he's going to use, try to isolate you, try to cut you off, right? Then he's going to use economics. He's going to use all. And then finally, if nothing works, it's called a judicious mix. That means they use a mixture of all different things. They done got your rent this, they done got that happen. Well, around here, in the last 2 years, so they cut off my Section 8 in Oakland. I'm not going to run out there and jump up and down around no Section 8. What do they call that stuff? Social Security? I ain't going to go down there and ask them for no Social Security. You cut it off and keep it. You kiss my behind. That's our attitude with all of this. So family, I don't hold nothing against my family for all the stuff they have done. Only thing is, I'm going to work as hard as I can. And it ain't no such thing. If a bully pick on somebody and weaken them and addict them to drugs and all this, now they headed that way anyway, but if you work hard in trying to rescue them, it's easier for them to trap them and to mislead them. It's always easier to misguide people than it is to guide people. That's why the truth tellers in all the churches have a little bitty church, but them big bombastic liars have mega churches. Bombastic liars. They don't know nothing about what truth is. They're chasing all the cutie pies in the church, and they're selling a bunch of bull crap. People will buy crap every time. Not every time. There comes a time when that changes up. Let me speed up. We actually allowed to clown the United States. The world laughed at Trump, diminished. All you hear is bad news for them. That's good news for us. Our wives, the killings will produce for our baby, let's say from 20 million on up, minimum. And the white folks call our friend Trumpty Dumpty. I was reading, they call him Trumpty Dumpty. And they're right. Okay, so now, don't worry, we're not going to go chasing after windmills, although we like the idea of Don Quixote. We're not going to chase it. Accountability. Okay. Independence. If it's solo, it's fine with me. All the comebacks was always solo, never accompanied. Some people, that's the way it go. Some people just don't want to get involved. And sometimes the government run everybody away. Well, they won't be able to do that on this one because if we're going to pass out these videos, and even if there's no response from the public, like we do these things all the time, where's the response? It's like people are not paying attention, or we're lying. But I don't get nothing from nobody. So either they're not going out properly, but it don't make no difference because if I get the videos, they're going to get out sooner or later. They'll have a date on them. This thing that we discussed is happening anyway. It can't, I don't think, look, nobody's clairvoyant. History books, the Bible, the Quran, the Hadith, common sense verifies all of the stuff that's happening right now. We're on the right trend of history. We asked that the Don would get clowned, that's the word we use. And this boy is clowned in the UN. I mean, can you imagine? You have to be able to visualize that not only it happens in a personal way, but it happens in a gigantic, big way. That the big bad monster that's supposed to scare everybody is the laughing stock of the world.
World stage clownery.
Hey man, what more do we need for our faith? I mean, good God Almighty, you know, you can't ask her, look, all of my notes use that term, clown that sucker, bring him down, make a fool out of him. We never said burn them with fire or twist their arm, break their neck. Never, never, never. We asked this, and now it's happening over and over again. It ain't no one time make a fool out of him. This guy has become a series of fools. Okay. The last two things is the ethics. I was saying to our favorite country, don't treat the people that are coming in like you treat me. Because whatever you do to me, I probably expected it from history. That after a struggle, things change. People change. And although our people, we don't take the government or Iran as being at fault in any of this. It's just the local crackpots. Our local crackpots, and they know better, but they're having, now this is not easy for them either. You should have been at some of the programs. They are paranoid about what they're doing.
Which means they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing for sure, but they know, they used to ask me years ago, what are we gonna do? It was asking me. Abdul-Malik witnessed this before. It was natural for them. What do we do? Okay, now, they have monitored, they get the same information. That's why there's people who are single agents, double agents, and triple agents. Some people are pitch on our team, but they're on their team, they're just on everybody. They get paid out of everything. They're not gonna take a chance on who's right or wrong. They gonna be with, they all right with everybody. Okay, we ain't like that. And we're right on the time. That's not an arrogant statement, that's just saying that our analysis has been correct all the time. So then we follow that up with a solution.